Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, the 5th of February. I am sorry, I am just a minute late. I've got gremlins in the system again. Just when you think everything's going to go nicely, it goes, no, not today, even though I refresh everything before I come on. But anyway, figured it out, thank goodness. Good morning, everyone who's already here over on YouTube. Hello, we've got Margaret and Vicky and Marilyn, Katrina. Hello, awesome. Okay, so I thought today we will do a really simple card. Hopefully it won't be too simple, and but I'm going to use the Stamp Positioner, which I have not used yet. I've unboxed it and I've looked at it, but I haven't actually used it yet, so we'll see how we go. So let's swing this camera around the other view. There we go. Okay, so the Stampin Positioner. Oops, nearly lost my earring then. Okay, so we have a brand new Stampin' tool, and this is a little bit different to our other one. Good morning, Robin. So we'll play with it for the first time. I'll play with it for the first time. Should really learn to do these things before not doing it on the fly, but we're on the fly. We're always on the fly. Okay, so our brand new Stampin' Positioner. This is a join offer. You can actually get this free when you create a Stampin' Up demo account during February and a little bit into March, because February is a short month. So you'll get this free. You don't even have to add it to your shopping cart or anything like that. When you get your starter kit order going, it just comes automatically. So this is a little bit different. We'll start having a look at the back of that. We've got a really nice soft felt backing on this, so that when you are using it, because I use my glass mat all the time, and it doesn't scratch, or it moves around, but it's not slippy slidey or anything like that. And then we've got the plates, and they are spring actioned. So we've got the large one, and we've also got the small one, which is what we're going to use today. Hello, Sherry, how you going? So what else was I going to say? So spring action, the grid lines on here are actually 1/4 inch. They're not centimeters, they're 1/4 inch marks, which I personally like. So we'll get rid of them. And we've got the little pegs across here, and then we've got little pegs across here. There's also inch measurements along here and centimeters along here, inches and then centimeters on the outside. And then 2 magnets that will not break when they hook together. So I didn't, touch wood, I never broke my magnets on the other platform, but I was always very wary that they could break. So these ones, they don't mind, they won't break. Okay, so what else is there? The mini plate, and these just sort of hook on. Like, do you know that I don't know what I'm talking about because I haven't used it yet? Oh gosh. Anyway, so but you can also get and this does not come as a freebie, but you can actually purchase this, and this is the grid paper, and they've got little holes in there, and these will hook onto those little pegs. So we are actually going to, and inches on one side and centimeters on the other. So I'm going to put my inches. Doesn't really make much difference for the card that I want to do today. Okay, I'm a real good teacher here, aren't I? Okay, so what I'm going to play with today, and I wouldn't normally bring out a stamp set so early that we can't purchase yet. So Cutest Crew, I just love this one. This one's going to be available in March, so put it on your wish list. Or if you are joining up, you can put it in your starter kit order. So this is super cute. And it wasn't the cats or the dogs that did it for me, because I'm not really a cat or a dog person. It was the birds. I just thought that they were so cute. So we're going to play with them today, and there's matching dies that go with them. So the dies will cut out, obviously, the main images, but there's little individual dies as well for birds, and so you can, and they actually are from these guys, so you could stamp this and then die cut the little birds, and I do believe that they are the same size, and then you could just stick them over the top if you wanted, so for something different. But anyway, so I think there's a fair bit of potential with that. Okay, let's figure out what I'm doing. I'm going to do a base of Daffodil Delight, and I am going to do like a repetitive stamping. So I've got my small block. Bearing in mind, I have not played with this yet. I'm opening it up just so that my magnets will stick a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to put them down. We're going to put them down. I may have to adjust this because what I'm going to do is actually put down my stamp where I want. I'm not just going to start in a line and go all the way down. I'm actually going to pop this where I want it to be, and that's going to be my first stamping. So I may have to adjust it depending on, whoops, get those around the right way, depending on, see how, if I pick it up now, it's right on the bottom, and if I put it down on, which peg? Next peg. Hello. Oh, where am I going? Whoops, I'm on here. I'm trying to put my springs on my pegs. They don't go. If I put it down there, it's going to be too far down. So I'll need to just adjust my cardstock here so that my pegs will line up. There we go. That's good enough for me. All right. One thing I'm noticing at the moment is that there's a little bit of give here. So if you are picking things up or stamping, there is potential that you could get them a little bit skew with. So just bear that in mind. That's my first impression. Okay, so I've got my Stamper Artist as well. I've still got that. So we're going to pop down and pull up. And of course, being a brand new stamp, it's still quite sticky and it wants to pull up the paper. So I'm going to try real hard not to mess that up. Okay, I'm using Daffodil Delight cardstock, but I'm actually going to use Crushed Curry ink pad. So I'm assuming, let's see which is going to be the best way to ink this up. So we can ink it up like that, or you can probably take, let's put you over there. Okay, now I've got to remember which pegs I was on. Was I on this one or was I think I was on this one. And we're going to make sure that's nice and straight. And the good thing is, though, that stamp's not touching my cardstock yet. So I can get that straight before I actually push down. And if I wasn't on camera, I would lean right over and perhaps make sure that I was a little bit more straight. So, and then we just press down and up. So there's our first, I don't know whether you can see that. That's why I tried to do it in Crushed Curry. So there we go on our first one. So I'm going to go ahead and move it up to the next peg now. And hopefully this will be fairly quick, making sure that I am lined up. And I'm going to probably have to shift you out of the way. Oops. Oh. See? And I'm taking these. That's my fault because I've actually scored it already. So hopefully this won't actually take too long to do what I'm doing. I just want to make sure that everything is lining up. And it's not. I think I moved it that way. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Those pegs are going to get me. Okay, now I'm in the right spot. So, and up and down. And then I reckon I can get one more. It's probably going to go onto the back spine of the card, but that's okay. And down. And then I'm going to come down. Probably going to have to shift this as well. Shift you up there. That's where I originally started. So we'll come down a peg. Make sure we're nice and straight and stamp. Whoops. And now this one didn't stamp correctly. I don't know. You probably didn't see that. I keep going to put my pegs on the. So now this one, because it didn't stamp properly, you're going to want to make sure that you haven't got this little wobble thing going on. So we'll press down again. And that I did actually get that on there nicely. So that's good. And then we'll just see. I might be able to get a tiny bit on there. All right. So that's my first round done. I'm just wondering, because what I'm going to do is stamp him on, oops, I keep shifting it. I'm going to stamp him on some white paper and colour him in and die cut him. But I'm just wondering whether I should have just a row of birds. Here you go. This is going to be a good input. Oh, hey, Judy. Welcome, welcome. I've had my head down and haven't looked up at all. So here we go. Here's a little input from you guys. I was going to cover the whole thing in birds. So I was going to come along and start over here, and I was going to start over there. They're off and off. But should I just do a row and put my birds, my white birds over the top? So you guys let me know in the comments what I should do. And what I might do while I'm waiting is give this a clean, because I'm going to have to clean it regardless if I line it up again or not. So let me know. I know that there's a little bit of a lag time. I don't think that, let's just pop this on here while I'm waiting for your answers to come in. So I don't, whoops, upside down, Miss Jane. I don't, oh no, it was up there right way. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh, gosh. You're not, when you use the bigger plate, you're not going to have that wobble. Okay. It's a little bit, but it's probably, you know, it's not as severe as this one. So that one's going to be fine for your bigger images, but you can't do the moving down with the big plate. So just one row. Oh, awesome. Okay, so I can put as is. Excellent. Okay, so there we go. There's my little birds. So like I said, this is going to be really, really simple. Okay, so the next question I have for you guys, because I want to do a two-tone bird. It's just a matter of getting used to those pegs, because what I keep doing is trying to put these, which is the springs, I keep trying to put them on the pegs. So you just have to, and you know, that's just one of those things that you'll get used to the more that you play with it. Oops, I need my stamp. Come back, you guys. You know what? I'm going to cheat because it's already lined up. I'm just going to cheat and ink it up in black. So, okay, so I want to do a two-tone bird. I don't want it just all yellow. So what color should I mix with my yellow bird? Here, let's see if this works. Because I'm lazy and I don't want to get a block out. Ta-da! Oh, there you go. Okay, blue and something. I have to wait. I might end up putting some granny apple green in there for the grass as well. So, and I'm going to take that off. Otherwise, I will forget it's on there. And that'll be that. Let's pop you back in there. Can't remember which way you went. I think you may have gone upside down. Because I haven't stuck them in yet. All right. And also, I want to do a little bit of ink blending around the outside, so I'll do that. Orange, azure. Oh, azure would give me a greeny color in the blend. Okay, so do the magnets allow the large plate to press all the way down? They do. So, and they're the same, these ones are the same width. So you can stamp all the way down, and maybe at the end I'll play with the big one. So let me do a little bit of ink blending around the edges. So, and this is the type of card that you can just do mass production if you wanted to. So if you've got a stack of thank yous, or you want to stash up on your, stock up on some simple birthday cards, or you're doing, what else do we make mass cards for? Kids at school, you want to give cards to the kids for Christmas or something like that. Well, not Christmas, you know what I mean. Kids want to give out some cards. There we go. It's a little bit of ink blending just so that the card isn't too bad. No, I'm going to do granny apple green in the grass maybe. So, but I want to do a two-tone bird. I want to do a two-tone bird. Okay. Okay, well, I've got these, guys. I might do a little bit of, I think whatever colour I blend into, I will do his beak the same colour, so which I know is a bit weird, but let's grab, the azure is actually interesting to me, so let's grab that. And I'm going to do his beaks in the blue, so whatever. I know that it's not real, but I'm doing him that colour anyway, because we can do whatever we want, can't we? Okay, so let's go dark Daffodil Delight up the top. And we'll do his little tail in yellow as well. Do you, even though you're bending down, and it should really, if I'm being consistent, I should really have his head in yellow, but I'm not going to. Okay, and then, I don't know whether you can see that. We'll bring that up. So just a little bit of, I'm going to focus, just a little bit of colour. Then Daffodil Delight in light. So we'll make that a bit lighter. Oops, and I think I'm getting dry. Oopsie. Poppy Parade, that would be a really good one too. Yeah, this one's getting a bit dry and it's also quite light, so it's actually eating into my dark yellow a little bit, but that's okay because that's where I'll get my blend from. And it's really squeaky. It must be getting really dry. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is grab my dark one, and I've only got a tiny little bit of colour because I've brought it down quite low, as I'm going to just do the base. Oops, I should have done your, anyway, yes, it doesn't matter. It's only a little bird. And then my light, and I will bring that up just a wee bit. And then I'm going to come back with my Daffodil Light, and because it is an eaty type of blend, it's going to eat into that blue a little bit. And of course it's changing it into a little bit of green. Not too bad. Oh, isn't it cute? All right, I'm going to die cut it first before I do the green because I don't know what that's going to look like. So I'll probably go and add a little bit of granny apple green into those few little bits of grass. So let's do that. And we'll grab this and we'll grab these guys. Remind me, because I haven't drawn around the outside of this. So these guys, I just love them. I don't know whether well, maybe I'll use the cats and dogs, but I think the birds will get a hammering from me. Okay, let's cut them out. There we go. Oops, that's a bit tight. Didn't do the best job, but that's okay. And then I'm going to stick them over the top of there. So it's going to be a really, really, like when I said it's going to be a simple card, it is going to be a simple card. That's okay, because simple cards can be pretty cool too. All right, I do need to put some granny apple green on there. So let's get that so that we can stay nice and bright and happy and cheerful. So we'll just pop a little bit of dark on there. And then I'll just put a little bit of light. Probably, you could probably just not even bother putting light and dark on there. But I will. I'll come back with my dark again just to give it a bit more variation. It's that small. Okay. Yay. And we're going to pop him over the top of those ones there. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to mention that these stamps are actually the same size as what they are on the front cover, which is a first, because normally, for me, everything that I've purchased has always been bigger. So, okay. Sentiment, have the best day. So I'm going to grab that and this one here. And now, am I going to, no, it's not going to fit. I am just going to stamp it straight underneath on black. So you could get your liner out, your your Stampin' Positioner out again and make sure it's all nicely lined up and all of that stuff. But I'm just going to stamp directly onto it and hope that I get it right. Okay, I'm going to pop you on so I have a rough idea, because I think it's a little bit bigger, like because of the die cut edge. And I'm just going to grab this. Oops, you know what? I need to do, I didn't, I'm just going to clean it off. I didn't have it because I haven't used this one. I haven't primed it. I was trying to think of the word. Okay, now that's taking ink a lot better. It's probably too better now. Okay, so let's stick this underneath. It's going to stamp over the top of the other birds, but that's okay. They're only in the background. Have the best day. And then we'll grab some dimensionals. Okay, good morning, Wendy. I love this bundle. I do. It's going to be, oh, should I get another one in there? I reckon I can get another one in there. Yep. So I think this one will lend itself to very, very simple cards. This whole suite, this whole bundle. Sorry, it's not a suite, it's a bundle. Okay, excuse me if my head gets in. I just want to make sure I'm getting over the top of this and lining it up properly. So this is how we're looking at the moment. And I need some bling, bling, bling. Shift out the way. Okay, what have I got? Not butterflies. Oops. What colour were you? You were old olive. I think it needs to be little. Where are my rhinestones these days? I had them out the other day. I was using them. They might be in here still. Nope. Just very simple. Just want little, oh, here they are. I just want little baby ones. And I reckon, oh, I've still got heaps in here. I was thinking that'll finish that pack off, but no, it won't. Okay, so let's grab, I better take them from here, otherwise I'll think that the pack is empty. So let's just grab a couple of little rhinestones just to finish it off, and then that's it. So you could do these mass production. You could sit down, do all your stamping, do all your ink blending, stamp your birds and do them all at the same time and colour them, and you could do them in all different colours. You could do a base of yellow for all of them and then go back and do, oops, you go in there. Anyway, I'll figure you out later. You could do a base of yellow for all of your cards, and then because then you'll know that your yellow is going to match here, and then just change the colour of your birds every time. So you could do your reds and your pinks and your poppy parades and all those other ones. So so there we go, just a really simple cute card. Oh, I did do an insert. I've cut it, but I will just stamp those birds and give them a quick colour on the inside as well. So there we go, very, very simple. So stamp positioning tool, you can grab that for free with your when you set up a, oh, you know what? Oh, there's glue in there. That's why it won't go in. You can, when you set up your Stampin' Up demo account and order your starter kit, you will get this for free. It will eventually become a catalogue item, but we don't know when. And the cost will be, was it $86 in Australia? So, so there you go. So that's my story, and I've come to the end. I've come to the end of my story. Oh, gosh. Okay, so forgetting things. Okay, so if you would like the really basic instructions and the PDF tutorial for this card, you can head over to alisatilsner.com, which is at the bottom of the screen. Sign up for my newsletter, but you'll also get like 160 PDFs in my freebie library. You'll get the access to that. Now, I think I will be changing the password. So if you are in that already, I will probably be changing the password for February. So make sure that you read your emails because the password is in the weekly emails, which go out tomorrow. So there we go. Okay, that's it from me. I'm a little bit waffling. Whoops. Things are bugging around. Okay, so I'm going to head off and we will see you later. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you again next week for who knows what. See you later.